Hey guys, it's Nick. Well, today the Stan Bowman actually signed someone today, even though it's not a big contract. It's just a PTO, which is a professional tryout contract. They signed Brandon Davidson, a 27-year-old defenseman who had only 4 goals and 3 assists last year with 3 different teams. Davidson, it's not most likely won't be on the Blackhawks this year. I honestly don't think he will make the roster since he's assigned to a professional tryout. On the other hand, since he's a younger defenseman, he's only 27, and our defense still kind of hasn't been upgraded well this offseason when Stan Bowman should have signed some other defensemen to this team that is not named Brandon Manning, because frankly Manning should never have been signed to the Blackhawks. He just doesn't seem like a player that doesn't fit in Chicago. But with the Hawks signing Brandon Davidson to a professional tryout, I don't see him making the team. Even though he is young, he could prove anyone wrong this year and going into preseason and actually make the Blackhawks roster. Because last year, a player that I can remember that made the team by professional tryout was Cody Franzen, who was then sent down to Rockford during the middle of the season. But with the Hawks signing this younger defenseman to the team, he could have a chance to actually flourish. He's never proven himself in the NHL because I believe it was his first year he actually had cancer, so he missed the entire year of his NHL career. But if he makes the Blackhawks roster, he'll probably be a bottom 3. He's probably going to be one of the players that gets rotated in and out of the roster every other night, it seems. That's what, if he makes the roster. If he doesn't, that means he probably didn't do well in the preseason. All we have right now is like 3 weeks of preseason and a total of 36 days till opening night. We're almost there, boys. The Hawks season is almost ready to go, but we still have a couple of weeks till we have to wait for the preseason. And player reports to Notre Dame, because that's where the Blackhawks do their training camp. I don't know if they're doing it this year in Notre Dame due to the fact they have the new MB Ice Arena in Chicago for their practice facilities with like 2 ice rinks on it, if I'm not mistaken. But I think the Hawks will be back in Notre Dame for preseason because that's where they've done it forever. And I can see the Hawks doing something to build this team into what they should have done in the off season. They could still sign some players because they have cap space, but right now I think they're just working on trying to bring back, re-sign Nick Schmaltz, with him being a free agent next year. So leave a comment down below what you think of Brandon Davidson's PTO contract to if he makes the team or not next year. If he makes it, good for him. He proved himself that he can still play, but if he doesn't, it's not a loss since it's just a player tryout. So if you haven't done so already, please leave a like and subscribe. But most of all, let's go Hawks.